Let's talk really quickly about brain computers. We didn't get to this the other week, but Semaphore did drop some news that Neuralink, which makes the kind of brain computer insert thing, they say has closed $600 million at a $9 billion valuation. There had been reporting about a $500 million round at 8.5. Seems that went well, but even more recently, a competitor to Neuralink called Omics, which I know about because NEOM, the Saudi Arabian city project thing, invested in them. Okay. Scratch your head about that one. Anyways, they just, for the first time in May, they just announced this. They did their first insertion of their brain computer implant and then took it out again with the patient that was undergoing brain surgery already to kind of prove it out. But this means that there's now 4 companies that have done this: Neuralink, Precision Neuroscience, Synchron, and Paradomics, that are all working on brain-computer interfaces. Neuralink is the most famous, of course, but there's 4 of them now, Jason. Here's my thought bubble. Is this the next self-driving project? The thing that's currently in a lab, but in 5 to 10 years, we're actually going to get to use? Because I want one of these. This sounds awesome.
I don't know when this comes to civilians or soldiers or body hackers, but if there's 4 people working on it, and it can make a person who's paralyzed eventually walk, or a blind person see, or any kind of these neurological diseases, I mean, that's incredible. Imagine you had this and you were like, I would like to have a dream about being Indiana Jones tonight, or I would like to dream about like my life and what's possible for me. I'd like to have a dream, to do creative things. I know it sounds crazy, but it's this awesome Catherine Bigelow movie. I don't know if you ever saw it, Strange Days. If you haven't, you should watch it, and we should talk about it next week. It's we'll have Lon back on the show and talk about Strange Days. It was a brain-computer interface.
Oh.
And you could record and replay other people. So if I was in Singapore, I could record my trip for my first person. You could then wear my helmet of me at that hawker, getting the satay, and you could experience eating the satay just by wearing that and playing essentially that movie. And I won't spoil it for you with Strange Days, but it's essentially people doing crimes while wearing these helmets, and then people playing it back, and all kinds of weird stuff occurs. Every permutation.
But if we get to that point, I'm shorting every airline stock there is, because if I can just put on a helmet and go eat the best hot pot, I'm going to stay home.
Or you could like experience going on a SEAL Team 6, and go whack Osama bin Laden yourself and have that experience of like flying in, landing. I mean, forget about Call of Duty. Can you imagine if you could play that back? Like that is literally possible. Or I could ski down, Everest or something. Like there was somebody who, boarded or skied down some part of Everest. Like they could record the experience and then you could experience it. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Or Alex Honnold, the guy who climbs without a rope. Imagine experiencing that.
Pass. No, thank you on that one. But what I care about mostly is I'm trying to remind myself every day that the future that I thought a lot about when I was a kiddo is kind of here. Like private space industry is going to be a real thing. Voyager Technologies is going public. They're working with Airbus on Starlab, a private space station. We have functional AI. We have brain-computer interfaces. We have self-driving cars. No, I don't have a hoverboard yet, but a lot of stuff is kind of getting its way here, and I'm trying to remain optimistic and excited about it while we deal with the ins and outs of the daily news cycle. So that's kind of, I wanted to bring it up really under that umbrella, that this stuff's awesome, and we should be pretty excited. Like we should be jumping up and down, man. Brain-computer interfaces are real, and they're not good enough yet. They're still experimental, but it makes me very, very happy to see.